Alright, Josh here, and welcome to another Pokemon VGC 2019 team overview. Now today, I did say that from now on we're going to be using a few fun little teams, and this is the first. Obviously there's a few standard things on here, but there is some fun little tricks. And yeah, I'm just going to get into talking about it. So first up, we've got the Special Primal Groudon. I have wanted to use Special Primal Groudon for a while. A lot of people using Special Don tend to just run like Timid, max speed, max special attack, which is fine. It is Timid I'm thinking of, isn't it? I always get mixed up between Timid and Jolly. Yeah, it is Timid. I don't know why, I just can't remember it. But sadly, the only I have an Adamant Groudon, and the only other Groudon I had was a Quiet one. I was like, okay, well that's plus special attack, minus speed. That could still work as a special Groudon. So I was like, okay, that could work as like a Trick Room and Tailwind team. So that's where I kind of started. So yeah, because of that, I didn't want to go full on Trick Room Groudon. I wanted to have the Tailwind option as well. So I was like, okay, well first of all, let's do some max HP, get that out of the way. Lots of bulk. And then I decided to, even though it seems a bit silly because I am a minus 5, let me put this to level 50, because I am a minus speed nature. Actually, I've changed them all because I was just checking like I'd done the right EVs in game. Yeah. Whoopsie. And you should be right, and you should be right. Get the sound. Okay, so yeah. So as you can see, if with 20 EVs in speed, even though it's a neg nature, it goes to 101, which means in Tailwind I will be outspeeding anything that hits a 200 speed. Base 130s, max speed base 130s, like obviously like Coco and Gengar, which I think is pretty important. And I didn't really want to invest any more than that, because I think without that you're sitting at 99. Yeah, so yeah. But it's kind of like a point wasted in a way because of the neg nature, but it's okay. I want to hit that. And with the 31 IVs as well. So then the next thing I looked at was special attack. The only really main thing I wanted to do was make sure that a full eruption would KO Lele, and a 156 it did. Also, which was quite nice about that, is it's at the jump bit as well, which is quite nice. So yeah, you can see from 148 jumps up 2 points. So that was kind of nice. And then I literally just chucked, the classic 1 point in defense, and then the rest in special defense. So we've still got a decent amount of bulk. Obviously, we've got Earth Power. Eruption is key, and a lot of people do go Overheat, but I still prefer Flame. I prefer Flamethrower. I know Overheat is more powerful, obviously, but I don't like that missed chance, and the special attack drop is not particularly nice either. I think I'd rather just go Flamethrower. Know I'm going to hit it and not lose my special attack. Maybe get another attack off or something. I'm not a big fan of Overheat unless like it's the only thing I'll run Overheat on is kind of Volcarona. But I felt like Flamethrower would be fine, to be honest. So yeah, that's the Groudon. And to partner with the Groudon, our little fun partner is Lilligant. Now I thought about this ages ago, and I've been wanting to do it for ages because if you played VGC 17, you will remember the little combination of Lilligant and Torkoal destroying people's lives. And yeah, it's because in the sun, obviously, Lilligant is chlorophyll, it gets super fast, and it gets after you, so you can do after you eruption shenanigans. And then I was looking, and so I was kind of like messing around with it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I wanted Protect, I was like, I'm Protect. I wanted some offense, so Leaf Storm, chuck that on there. DEV spread, I went Modest. The speed is enough to outspeed Choice Scarf Lele. I think that was about it. That was the other thing I was massively bothered about outspeed. I'm pretty sure, maybe I put a little bit more in. I'm pretty sure that's right. And yeah, just went max special attack, and then just obviously when I hit that speed stat, just put the rest in. So the defenses and the rest in HP. I think that's absolutely fine. It's not unnecessary. I could probably just put in max speed, to be honest, but having a little bit of bulk is always nice. So yeah, I had these 3 moves, and then I realised I got Encore, which is fun. It's really funny. A lot of people don't expect the Encore, which is kind of actually really nice. So you can, if it's like a fake out turn and there's not that much threat from the other Mon, you can just double protect and then Encore the fake out Mon, Incineroar or whatever it is, and then just carry on attacking. So that's kind of nice. I originally had the Z move, but I have a Z move on Lunala, so I did go for the Life Orb because, okay, Lilligant is actually really strong. Like, it's actually really strong. So, like, Life Orb Leaf Storm, I know I can miss Leaf Storm, 90%, but Life Orb Leaf Storm will knock out Tapu Fini. It can knock out Kyogre, Primal Kyogre, which is mental. It's like, it's a Lilligant. It's like knock Oko in Finis, potentially Oko in a Primal Kyogre. It does, with a Life Orb, it does a lot of damage. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, like I said, I had the Z move originally, but I swapped it. It's really good with Life Orb. Yeah, good old Lilligant. So obviously these two paired together. Obviously, I can't really bring Lilligant if it's like a if there's a Rayquaza. That's just not ideal, because obviously I won't get my chlorophyll. Or I have to be careful against Kyogres as well. So next up we have the Mega Kangaskhan. I haven't actually used Kangaskhan this season, and I originally, I'm running over my wire. I originally had Mega Salamence, but it wasn't really doing much. I actually had Mega Salamence as Xerneas instead of Lunala and Kangaskhan. I swapped it around a bit. Yeah, I kind of want to choose Kangaskhan. I've gone for Fake Out, Double Edge. Obviously want those two. I did go for Jolly Max Speed as well, just because I noticed a lot of people were running that, and I did want to run Adamant, but I knew that if I faced another Kangaskhan, I'd probably get outsped. So at least there's like kind of like the Fake Out Speed tie worst case scenario. I really like Low Kick on Kangaskhan. I always have. It's really good for opposing Kangaskhan's, and it just does a lot of damage to the restricted, barring like Xerneas, really, I guess, and Rayquaza. And it obviously kind of saves the recoil of Double Edge. And then the last move, obviously everyone's running Bite, usually, or Crunch, or something like that. I actually went Ice Punch because everybody is running AV Rayquaza with like a minus defense nature. So I thought Ice Punch is not a bad shout for Rayquaza, especially if I swap in Groudon and Ice Punch it. If I can survive something, if I'm at good health and I'm going to survive a Dragon Ascent or something, so it's actually quite a nice little option. Or if I have speed control, I can just get it. So Ice Punch has actually been quite clutch for me, honestly. I keep seeing Landorus cropping up as well, just on Showdown, so it's been nice for that. People don't kind of expect it, so I do like it for that. Next up, we've got Lunala, pretty much just the standard classic timid max speed with the Lunalium Z. So yay, editing out the Z move. But I did want a Tailwind Setter. Wide Guard is nice. I was considering Protect, but I having Wide Guard is always nice. And then obviously Moongas Beam and Psyshock, you want those. There are other moves I could have considered on this. I was thinking about, I'm pretty sure I nearly did have Raw, but just in testing I just wasn't clicking it, and I was kind of quite a few times was like, oh, I wish I had Wide Guard. So I think maybe that's better. Lunala gets Will-O-Wisp. Since when? But yeah, I do kind of like Wide Guard on Lunala. The other one I was considering was Icy Wind, which is not a bad shout. Safeguard's kind of interesting. Huh. Yeah, I could maybe guess Magic Room as well. Oh, Lunala. Maybe I might swap it for Icy Wind or something else. We'll see. Or maybe Raw. But if it's really not coming in handy, but it should do. Then next up, I realised I was extremely weak to the old Xerneas. I did used to run Safety Goggles on the Stack Attacker, but I felt like Shucker Berry was more necessary for this one, so I will live any ground type attacks. And we got Skill Swap for that weather control. And Trick Room, obviously, so this is like more like my Trick Room mode, because obviously my Groudon is slow. It does work well in Trick Room. The rest are kind of fast, so it's mainly just these two in Trick Room that can kind of attempt to run over things. I'm not saying they will run over things, but they can attempt. I did go Brave just so it kind of guarantees a Zern and just max HP, max special defense. I think that's fine. I do have 1 point in speed just because that's what my Stack Attacker in game has, and because I messed up catching it and I couldn't be bothered replaying another game specifically to get a 0 IV Stack Attacker. But at least with this, I know that I will be faster than other Stack. So if it ever comes down to a Stack Attacker versus Stack Attacker, I know that I'm probably faster, which is quite funny. Obviously I went Jar Ball. Then, I mean, everybody does run wide guard on Stack Attacker or Protect, but it's usually wide guard. So that's why I felt like I'll have wide guard on Lunala, and then I could put Rock Slide, because honestly, the amount of times that came, I was like, oh, I wish I had Rock Slide right now. Like, I was against, like, it came down to a Stack Attacker versus Incineroar, and I lost against it because I could only Jar Ball and just Flare Blitz me to death, and I was like, if I had Rock Slide right now, like, it would have been the game. It was in Rock Slide range, so that was super annoying. So after that specific game, and it happened a couple of times, like similar situations where I really wanted Rock Slide, I just put it on, and obviously the flinches are always nice in Trick Room. And then last but not least, we have the lovely AV Tapu Koko. Not something I've used a ton of, but I really like it. When it's used the AV, people usually go like physical and go like Nature's Madness, Skydrop, etc, etc. But I wanted Volt Switch. I still like having Dazzling Gleam, and then Electro Web's great for speed control. And then I just did go Thunderbolt because I like that single target attack. The speed was for something I can't remember now. I bought this team quite about 3 weeks ago. Actually, I think I might have just nicked this spread off like off someone. It's kind of like a standard AV Coco spread. But honestly, like in practice, it's been great. Electro Web's so handy. So there is quite a bit of speed control on this team, which I do like, and I really want to get some like Groudon Lilligant shenanigans off because it's really fun. And it's going to be nice using Mega Kang as well. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this team, for sure. It's really good fun, and yeah, that's about it. So cheers for watching this, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you all in a bit.